Oh, I'm in a close-up.
Ayoko. Ayoko.
What's up, Internet? John Luke here. If you're new to this channel, I am a soon-to-be self-published author, and my book is coming out hopefully by March, if the schedule is all good. But enough of me. We're here with a very special guest. She is the author of 30 Days with Paulo, Miss Jel Tordesillas. Hi.
Hello, John. Thank you for having me here. And to all who are watching this recorded interview, hello. Thank you for taking the time to watch this.
Yes. So, for those who don't know, I am interviewing almost all of the uh, books. PaperCat authors,
Mm.
the self-published authors. So, Gel is part of that. Um, so yeah. So let's continue and begin with this not so formal interview. Kasi ang style ko dito, ayoko talaga ng masyadong
Sige,
formal.
chika lang tayo. Chika lang
Chika
tayo.
lang, it's more conversational.
Okay.
Talaga. So, for those who don't know, please tell us something about yourself.
So basically, I'm a freelance writer. I've been freelancing since nakalimutan ko na, tagal na eh, mga 2009. Um, I've been writing since I was a kid. So, although my work is yung mga sa marketing, ganyan-ganyan. So, advertising copy, PR releases, yung mga sa social media, ganon. I've been writing short stories or poems for a while, like since I was a kid. And yun, parang when the opportunity came to write a book, parang magically ano sa feed ko, yung before ni Kat, yung before I do. Pero kasi, hindi pa niya ino-open for other titles noon. Yung under before I do lang yun. So I had to wait until she opened it. Tapos, inano ko na naman siya na parang, oh, do you wanna, work on me on this story? Tapos yun nga, present ko na yung si Paolo and Bea.
Nice. Kailan mo siya na-publish? Si
20, 2019. Pero actually, nag-start kami ni Kat mag-work nito, 2017 pa. Tapos 2016 ko siya kinontact the first time. So medyo matagal na kami magkakilala ni Kat.
Tagal na pala. My God.
Mm. Kaya
Tapos,
kami ni kaya kami ni other Kat, sino to? Si Kat
Lopez.
si Kat Lopez. Kaming dalawa yung pioneer nung ano niya. So after her dun pa lang umano.
So yeah, I wanted to ask you. You were one of the people under PaperCat books na nakapag book launch in a normal setting, in an event setting.
Oo.
You were able to bago mag-pandemic.
Oh, super lucky nga eh.
Yeah, how was the experience? I mean, it's something I won't be able to experience in the near future kasi.
Baka
So
nag-relaunch ka, diba? Pwede mo rin anuhin. Kunyari nag-hard copy ka. Pero anyway, yung experience ko, it was kind of mind-boggling because during that time, I was also producing Hey Bea. So I was working with the band who did the original song. Tapos, record namin siya. Tapos I was also working on the event. So, ako rin yung events planner. Tapos I was also marketing the event to yung press para pumunta sila sa event. Tapos ini-edit ko rin yung libro ko. So a lot of things are really going on during that time. Because I had to stop accepting assignments as a freelancer no time na yun. Parang nagpaalam ako sa clients ko na wait lang, magbo-book launch ako so hindi muna ako makakasulat. And then also, nag-stop ako kasi di ba you know that I dance. So nag-stop rin ako ng mga 1 month. So, sobrang dalang ko lang mag-dance ng time na yun. Talagang yung focus lang na sa book. Pero yung launch, kasi it happened nung birthday ko, March 9. So it was a really memorable experience getting to do that. Tapos, syempre holding my book for the very first time and getting to share it with people. Parang nag-freeze tayo.
Ako?
Or is it me lang? Parang ako
No,
rin nag-freeze eh.
hindi ka naman nag-freeze. Okay lang.
Okay, okay, sige. So, getting to hold my book for the first time was a really magical feeling. Na parang, actually, yung layout pa lang eh, nung binibigay sa akin yung layout, sabi ko, oh my gosh, parang nagiging libro na siya. Kasi di ba may certain format yung libro,
Yeah.
yung pagka-write nung ano. So, yon medyo nabighani rin ako doon. Tapos, ano pa ba yung launch? So, yun. Parang ang dami ko rin actually natutunan nung launch na na-apply ko sa ano sa job ko ngayon. So ngayon nakaka-relate na ako. Parang kunyari ako gumawa kasi ng script for my event. So ngayon gumagawa na ako ng scripts for Lazada, mga ganon. So parang na-apply ko siya. Na-apply ko siya. It was a real learning experience and also a really memorable one.
Nice. So, uh, uh, oh shucks, I forgot what to ask you.
Sige, go lang. Total,
Okay.
ano naman
Sige,
eh.
let's mo maaalala ko yun, promise.
Oo,
Okay.
sige, go lang.
Okay. So, aside from, we've touched based on this just a while ago, pero other than that, how was your experience with self-publishing? I mean, do you know the experience working with the with a traditional publisher,
I know,
or
never ko naman na-experience yon. Pero this one kasi, what I liked about this one is yung template na binigay ni Kat, which really worked for me. Hindi ko siguro pwede i-disclose in detail yung ano, pero it really worked. It helped me finish the book na parang hindi ako lost when I was writing it. So parang um yun nga, kasi kung minsan 'di ba, may mga writers rin na yung style nila parang go with the flow, let the characters tell the story, ganyan, ganyan. Actually, when you do naman yung format ni Kat, you can still do that and you can change it naman if you feel na parang mali yung nasulat mo the first time. Pero, yun, it really helped me. Tsaka yung discipline na parang, uy, parang ina-update mo si Kat dun sa mga kasi sanay ako na may deadline. So, kunyari ako lang gagawa ng libro ko mag-isa, baka hindi ko na siya matapos. Pero with somebody parang inspiring and pushing me to finish, yun, that really helped me finish yung libro. Tapos yung guidance nga, pati yung, kung minsan nagtatanong ako tungkol sa launch ko, parang okay ba to, ganyan, ganyan. So, although ako yung nag-produce ng launch, syempre nandun pa rin siya sa background, parang guiding me dun sa mga dapat gawin. And then, mm, yun nga, parang she was really helpful na kung paano yung kapag sasabihin niya na i-expand mo tong part na to, um, masyado na maraming dialogue, i-delete na natin to. So she helped me edit the book talaga.
yun, naalala ko na. So, you mentioned the March 9 pala yung birthday mo. So, you are a Piscean. So, pareho pala.
Yeah!
Pisces din kasi.
Talaga, kailan ba birthday mo?
March 3. So,
Wow.
nagsama-sama yung mga siraulo. So,
Oo nga eh. Oo nga eh.
even SJ Wolf is a Piscean. Her birthday is
Talaga.
also March 3.
Go Pi. Uy, dapat pala mag-collaboration tayong tatlo.
Oo nga eh. So, kaya when
Pwede.
you said na kailangan may nagdi-discipline sa'yo when you're doing something, kasi yun nga, sanay din ako sa deadlines. Pero if ikaw lang ang nag-supervise sa sarili mo to
Oo.
finish a certain project, hirap
Oo.
na hirap ako. I need some sort of control because
Oo.
when I easily get bored So when I easily get bored, I usually daydream and veer away into some different activities. So yeah, I
And
do get that.
and ako rin parang, although I like doing things on my own, kasi freelance nga ako eh, I also like some sort of formality na parang yung mga deadlines and also yung pagka-constant ng mga, kunyari as a freelancer, gusto ko rin na constant yung work. So, at least na-experience ko yun ngayon. So, it's also like that sa publishing, na parang nandun si Kat and parang alam ko na may mga fellow writers rin ako writing books, ganyan-ganyan. So, na-inspire ako to finish it. And
Yeah,
also kapag pinopromote ka rin niya, kasi diba she's very supportive of her
she
writers.
is. She
So,
is.
yon parang nakaka-boost rin yun ng confidence na, okay, someone believes in me, ganyan-ganyan.
Okay, all right. So, next on to the next question. So, aside from love stories, I think most of your poems and your short stories are in a romantic setting. Correct me if
Oh,
if I'm
correct,
not.
correct, correct.
So, are there any genres you'd like to try in the future?
In the future, siguro more of coming of age. Tanggalin ko na lang yung romance. So, more of self-discovery, ganyan-ganyan. Um, yeah, siguro yun muna. Yung mga, or siguro, I'm also thinking about writing a non-fiction book tungkol sa mga artists na parang how to make it as an artist. Kasi di ba a lot of people are interested. So, naka-shelf lang yun sa book idea ko. Pero hindi ko pa naman siya nasa-start. So yun yung isa. So to explore yung non-fiction category kasi 'di ba as a writer I have a lot of experience interviewing people. So gusto ko rin gumawa ng libro about yung mga people na talagang ako yung nag-select na gusto ko i-interview. So itong book na to about artists who made it talaga big. Kasi 'di ba, a lot of people are saying na parang don't be an artist kasi walang pera sa art. Pero may belief ako na if you really work hard enough and if you're meant to be an artist, may possibility naman na you can earn from it rin. So, parang ganun.
Ang weird nga eh, natatawa ako when they say, wag ka mag-artist kasi walang pera sa artist. Pero most of the stuff that's happening in the internet right now are mostly artistic in
Mm,
a sense, right?
mm.
And then nandun pa ang pera
Yes,
kung
correct.
titignan mo. Di ba? If, for example, you are a visual artist, right?
Oo.
Like you do illustrations, digital illustrations. Ang taas ng sweldo kaya yan sa
Mm,
international. So I
mm.
don't understand that. Probably siguro in the early 1900s.
Oo,
If you were,
oo,
di ba? If you were an
oo.
artist, definitely.
Or siguro kahit nung panahon ng mga parents natin, yung parang uso na kailangan may stable ka na trabaho sa bangko or something
Yeah.
like that. Pero ngayon, slowly, I think people are starting to, not naman starting, pero in the middle of opening up towards other less conventional jobs, which is good for yung mga artists. Kasi like yung mga nag-own business, kung minsan sila rin yung nag-a-avail sa mga artists, parang gawan mo ako ng, or mga freelancers, na parang like, gawan mo ako ng tagline, gawan mo ako ng website copy, ganyan. So, tulungan lang talaga.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So, um, I find the artist interviews a lot interesting because I can relate. Probably because I can relate. I also do video editing and graphic design, so I can
Oo.
totally relate to that book.
Oo.
Coming of age, I think I passed the age. I'm already there and nalampasan ko na yata.
Oo.
So, on to the next question. What genre would you avoid writing about and why?
Horror. Kasi since very wild yung imagination ko, when I watch horror movies, I end up imagining stuff. Tapos nahihirapan ako matulog. Ganyan, ganyan. So talagang avoid ko yan. So reading and watching horror films is a no-no. Although I appreciate the detail and lalo na yung sa makeup, di ba, ang galing. Yung mga, ano,
Yeah.
even here sa Philippines, ang galing. And na-appreciate ko yung creativity that goes into it. But kung ako lang yung manonood, parang hindi. Or pwede ako manood with a group of people, tapos doon lang ako sa dulo. Tapos medyo pasilip-silip lang ako. Yun na yung pinaka-nood na kaya ko.
Horror. So horror ang iiwasan natin.
Oo.
Maybe you see yourself writing like in sci-fi or fantasy
Ah,
genre.
actually, kasi 'di ba, ano, aywan ko nakwento ko na siguro, um, kung nakwento ko na sa'yo, pero as a kid, I had yung notebook na parang nagsusulat lang ako ng mga stories ko.
Mhm.
And no high school, well, hindi na ako masyado kid nun, pero nung teeny years or baka college na nun, meron akong naisip na setup na parang sci-fi. Yung kunyari, nagkaroon ng, um, I don't remember if it was an epidemic or basta may nangyari sa Earth. Kaya to survive, kalahati ng population ng Earth, nag-shrink sila.
Mm.
Tapos, years after, siguro mga centuries after, tas normal na yung mga tao, malalaki na, going about their lives, maliliit pa rin sila.
Mhm.
And magiging ano siya, love story between a girl na maliit as a boy na malaki. Pero wala,
Oh
naisip
my
ko
God,
lang siya.
how will that work?
Naisip ko lang siya. Pero yun, siguro that means na may possibility of me exploring yung mga sci-fi settings.
Yeah.
Pero as of now, ano lang siya, yung mga moments of ideas. Wala pa talagang concrete na, I wanna do a book on this.
Okay. So it's a book idea na you're just shelving right now.
Or
Nice.
baka idea lang siya na talagang idea lang. Pero yun, naisip ko lang siya before. Sometimes when I think of ideas, I write them down para lang may remembrance na naisip ko yung idea. So, yun.
Nice. Okay. So horror ang iwasan. So also there's a possibility of sci-fi,
And
writing a
also fantasy siguro, yung mga Harry Potter-ish. Pero
yeah.
as of now, mas gusto ko yung mga mas mas mga rom-com. Yun muna yung explore ko.
Yeah. Okay. So we will move on to your book, 30 Days with Paulo. So for those who don't know, can you tell the audience what 30 Days with Paulo is all about?
Okay,
Without
so
spoiling the story, of course.
very briefly, my book, 30 Days with Paulo, is a book about two artists who meet by chance in the internet. And a 30-day deadline is made to see if they are meant to be together. So basically, I can't give too much away because the base of the story is quite simple. Pero what's unique about this book is parang siyang writer's collage. So may mga poems, may mga lyrics sa songs, may mga blog entries. So it's a contemporary novel. And actually, yun nga, may soundtrack. So kaya share ako ng share ng mga songs sa Facebook ngayon. Kasi the book has a soundtrack na yung lyrics integrated siya dun sa libro. So, yun. It was an idea parang to give the reader or kung maging movie, the viewer, a three-dimensional experience. Yung parang mixing fantasy and reality. Dahil narinig nila yung song na nasa libro. Tapos parang, yun. So, yun. Tapos parang, mas may imagine nila, mas mafe-feel nila yung mga setting, ganyan-ganyan.
Yeah. It's a complete experience nga. Eh. Nung nakita ko na may playlist ka or OST nga,
Oo.
soundtrack.
Oo, kay
uh,
kinarinig ko na.
you're giving the almost full experience of the book. So that's amazing. And music nga can drive the setting as well, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I do have a question. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this. um, how much in 30 days with Paolo, how much of it is based on your life and then
Oo.
how much of it is fiction?
Aside from yung epilogue or prologue, aside from yung prologue, which is basically how I wrote my first poem, the rest of it is fiction. So, yun na yung pinaka-autobiographical dun sa libro na they just have to read it in order to find out what it is. Pero yung prologue, yun na yung pinaka, ano. So, that's how I wrote my, my first poem. Tapos, there was no turning back since then. And then, pero, I believe, having said that, I believe that every writer has parang hugot when they write. Otherwise, saan magagaling yung i-write mo? So,
Right.
yun, siguro may mga forms of hugot doon, pero nothing really based on my life.
Right. So may konting breadcrumbs lang of what you've
Oo.
experienced
Oo.
probably.
Kasi
Right.
parang as I tell people talaga, kung si Bea, ito yung experience, parang super opposite yung experience namin ni Bea when it comes to writing. Pero like with all creatives, parang meron tayong na-experience the frustrations, meron tayong na-experience the challenges. So, medyo huhugot ka doon. Parang kapag, like one of the interviews of an actor that I watch, parang he or she said, hindi ko na matandaan, na parang when you play a character, you're still yourself. You just parang kind of find
Hello.
something. Ay, hello?
Hello.
Ay, okay pa ba? Parang nag-freeze ka na naman. Oh my gosh. Nag-freeze nga siya.
Hello.
Ayan, you're back. You're
Hello.
back.
Ayan. Sorry. Okay. You were
So,
saying.
yung parang like, I think that was, ayun, I remember now si Al Pacino ata yun. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Parang he said, if when you're playing a character, you're still yourself, where you try to channel something present in the character, kasi ina-amplify mo to be able to develop that character, to be able to play that character. So I think in a way it's the same with writers. You don't necessarily have to experience something. You just have to experience a feeling that's close to what your characters are experiencing, or what the book, or parang similar to the story that the book is telling. So kunyari, um naging milyonaryo yung ano mo, yung character mo, eh hindi naman ako milyonaryo. So, parang siguro I can relate it to other achievements na nagawa ko, parang gano'n.
Right. Okay. So also I am curious. You mentioned kasi I think you started working on this book with Kat way back 2016, tama ba ako?
2017 ko
2017.
nakilala si Kat, ta's
Mm.
2017 ako nag-apply, ta's I think August 2017 ako nag-start magsulat. So, 2 years,
2 years.
2019 siya published.
Took
Oo,
you
wala
took
pa.
you took you 2 years to write the book.
Oo, oo. Medyo
Yun.
matagal siya kasi hindi ko siya dire-diretsong ginawa, and wala pang deadline si Kat nun. Kasi now she has parang 1 year, para basta may deadline siya para sa mga mentees niya ngayon. So, noon wala pang deadline. So, parang ako, okay, I'll just take my time writing this, ganyan. Tapos, um, yun, thankfully natapos ko siya. Parang na-inspire rin kasi ako ng kapatid ko nung ano na yun. Parang she opened the business. Tapos parang sabi ko, uy, ang galing. Parang meron siyang na-achieve. Tapos parang na-experience ako na tapusin na yung libro. So,
Mm.
yun.
Nice.
Parang
So
I wanted to make it a reality rin.
yeah, it's not easy, no? Akala mo ang
It's
dali.
not, it's not. It's easy to think of ideas, like when you're upo ka lang, oh, I'm gonna write about this. But actually, it's hard to think of an idea na you're going to commit to for a long period of time and
Yeah,
make it a book.
yeah.
And also to actually write a book, yung discipline nun. Tsaka, kunyari na-stuck ka sa story, di ba, medyo kailangan mo muna ipahinga yun. Kasi you don't
Mm.
want your story to be pilit na
Yes,
parang
yes.
tapos mo na lang. So, yun kasi siguro yung iniwasan ko. Kaya may mga times na nag-stop ako. Parang I wanted to reflect. Parang what would the characters do? Parang tapos when I get an idea, sulat. So, yun.
Do you ever experience writer's block? Not
Um,
not just, writing this book, pero in your whole writing career.
I think when you do it as a profession, parang I guess you can relate to this. Parang wala nang time for writer's block. Kasi you always have to deliver eh. Parang you have your deadlines and then syempre kailangan regular rin yung income mo. And
Yes.
then hindi mo naman pwede sabihin sa client mo na parang, oh my gosh, I have writer's block. Can we move the deadline? So, ano tawag dito? But I do believe that there are moments you feel more inspired to write.
Yeah.
So, yun yung hindi mo pwede i-control. Meron talaga mga moments sa feeling mo pagod na pagod ka, ganyan, ganyan. But, being a professional, you always try to produce good work and you always try to do your, hindi, not try, you always do your best. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm curious now. When you were writing 30 Days with Paulo, did you have some sort of a writing ritual where you had to have a certain environment or a setting, or
Ah,
yeah, how was your ritual?
nakikinig ako sa mga songs na parang medyo indie yung feel. Parang nafe-feel ko na nasa loob ako ng story. So, kaya siguro dun rin galing yung idea of a playlist. Na yun yung mga stories na parang nagbibigay ng mood for the setup. Tas, yun, more of yun lang. Tas siguro magda-dance ako ng konti.
TikTok lang muna, di
Oo,
ba?
oo.
For
Tapos
Instagram stories.
oo, tapos yun lang. Kasi dati when I started writing, parang feel na feel ko pa na I would write sa coffee house. Na ngayon bawal na siyempre dahil may pandemic. Pero gumagastos ako to go to coffee houses, sa co-working space pa ako, ganyan, ganyan. Kasi I wanted to feel the vibe. Pero ngayon parang sige, bahay na lang. Parang tipirin ko na lang yung money.
Oo, honestly, I tried pre-pandemic.
Ah,
I tried writing sa coffee, mga coffee, like Starbucks, no? And then, akala ko because it's so hip, it's so cool, di ba? You're a writer, you're sipping coffee at Starbucks. It sounds so
ah,
cool and it's very westernized the
ah,
way it is. But it isn't for me. It isn't for, I couldn't write because it's so noisy and there's a lot of people. So, ang style ko pala, ang akin pala, ang mas gusto ko is walang tao, just music, and then a cup of coffee, and then I'm good.
oo, oo, tama, tama. And also, it works pala for me. Like, kunyari, magsusulat ako ng mga story, ganun, ganun. Gusto ko yung feeling na bagong gising. Tapos, parang fresh yung mind mo. So, okay, sulat na ako, ganyan, ganyan. Dire-diretso na. So,
Ako
kung
night.
talagang sinasadya ko siya, natutulog ako talaga. Sige, tulog muna ako kasi I have to work on my, on my book, ganyan, ganyan.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have another question regarding this book. You, the way you're writing the Bea, right? It's a
Yeah,
girl.
correct.
So for you as a woman, it's easier for you to put yourself in a perspective of a
Oo,
woman's
oo,
profile. But when you
oo,
were writing Paulo,
oo.
what was your process?
When I was writing Paula, actually, if you, kunyari nabasa mo na, you'll notice na yung mga inside nung head nung tao, it was more of yung girl. Yung sa guy, more of, yon siguro, alam mo, yung, kunyari, nakikipag-usap ka sa guy, siya may experience ka, tas you kinda want to know what he's thinking. So,
Yes.
parang siguro, dun ko na lang binase yung mga na yon yung mga yung mga approach na gano'n na parang siguro ito yung nafe-feel ni Paolo sa time na yun or siguro ito yung gusto ni Bea na ma-feel ni Paolo, parang gano'n.
Okay. 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 I understand. All right. So, do you have any message to the audience here, fans as well?
Um, Thanks again for watching. I hope you can continue to support my book. It's going to be available on Feb 21 on Lazada for only 350 pesos. But you can also order the book from me. Simply leave me a message on Instagram, Gel Writes, yung handle ko. You can also leave me a message on Facebook. So, marami namang ways to contact. And where the easiest way would be yung Lazada, and you'll also be able um to save on shipping. So yun, watch out for that. I'll post the link as soon as it becomes live on Lazada.
Yeah. For those who are interested, I'll also post all the links down the description below so that you can access them anytime while you're watching this video as well. So there you have it. That's Jel Tordesillas, the author of 30 Days with Paulo. For those who are interested, I will leave all the relevant links down the description below. If you have a question for Miss Jel, please don't hesitate to comment at the comment section below and she will answer it as soon as she possibly can. So there, Miss Jel, thank you for making time for this interview. I super
Yeah. I also appreciate you taking the time to interview me. And I enjoy talking to you. So yeah.
thank you.
And I look forward to buying your book when it comes out.
Oh my God, crossing my
Oh,
fingers.